Hello, I am Wanderer001 and this is my review of JustWatch, which is a streaming search engine for all of your cord-cutting services such as Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, and HBO Go. There's a couple others which I'm going to show you. Now, if you, like me, are a cord cutter, you know just how difficult it is to find a show that you want to watch because it might be on Netflix, it might be on Amazon, and doing a universal search is kind of difficult to do. Now, I will admit the Roku does a really good job of universal search across a handful of apps, but with this, the Just Search app here, it has done a better job of consolidating. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to launch it so we can get started, show you what it looks like. So here we're just looking at the splash screen when you first sign in. And I should preface by saying not sign in, but start the app. When you first log in, again, starting the app, what you'll notice is you land on the popular tab, and here it will list out all the popular movies that are currently available through several services. You'll notice this one has a yellow tag on it, and that's because it's something that I have added to my watch list. Now I'll explain a little bit about that later. So you're kind of at these tab interfaces up top. You'll notice that there are filters. So if we select filters, right now you can see it showing movies and TV. If I select filters, it brings you to even more options. So you can narrow down the year that you're looking for. So in my case, I'm currently looking for 1975 to 2015. As the year progresses, that will get longer. You can also, this year, last year, choose a decade. You can have a Rotten Tomato or IMDb score, as well as prices, because this will search things like Google and Amazon, which might not always be free, so you can kind of set prices that you're looking for. By default, all these filters are turned on, and then you tap them to turn them off. Speaking of filters, you'll notice at the top here, I have Netflix, Amazon, HBO Now, Crackle, Hulu, and Google Play, because those are the services that I use when streaming video. Maybe you have others. So what you do, you come over here, you hit the plus sign, and you have toggle switches. So you see I don't have Hulu Plus, so I don't have that toggled. There are several choices that you can choose from. Pretty much anything that streams, this thing can search through. Another thing that you want to know is right up here, the settings for this. You're going to tell it what country you're doing it for. You're going to tell it what your provider is. So this is another place where you can kind of come in and toggle which services you have. And you want to have the lower quality images when using cellular data, just to save yourself a little bit. And then this is just extra stuff. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to bring you over to the new. And what this is going to do is this is going to show you for the services that you have selected what is new on this day. So in this case today, and we're going to scroll across and it's going to show you all the new things. Now, this app is not without its downfall. This is one of them. Every now and then you're going to come across these blank items, and it's season 2. Season 2 of what? I know it's on Hulu, but what is it? To know, you have to click into it, and while I do realize that's a minor inconvenience, it happens a little more frequently than I would like. Also, you'll end up with things like this where you have this show Gundam and Gundam. Those are duplicates. It's both for season 1, not season 1 and season 2, and then you have that blank in the middle again. So it's not without its faults, but it's still a really good app. On occasion, too, let's hypothetically say, since I'm looking at this Gundam one, I've seen where 3 days ago it would say that this is a new title. And then today it would also say this is a new title. Not really, but whatever. So we're gonna scroll down a little bit so you can see here's new titles today for Netflix and Amazon, HBO, yesterday for Amazon. We'll just scroll across again. So for each of these, if you click into an item, I'm trying to find something that I know will have a lot of information. We'll pick this one. So if we click into it, what you're going to get is, some images from it. Scroll down. It's going to show you stream it, rent it, and buy it. And it's going to show you where, prices. It'll show you standard def or high def if you toggle that. You can add it to the watch list, which I'll show you later. It'll show you ratings. It'll show you runtime, synopsis, and also give you like previews off of YouTube, posters. It's a very concise search engine. So if we come over here to price drops, it'll show you on Google, this the originals has a 13% price drop. So now it's showing you how much that costs. So it's nice to know if you're waiting on a series, if there's a price drop. Here we have the watch list. The watch list is what you toggle. So you notice all of these here have yellow bookmarks. Think of it that way. When we come over here to the new ones, they have this gray bookmark. Well, that's because you don't toggle it into your watch list. On the watch list, depending on how many you have, once you get too many, it kind of starts taking away the image and just throws in the words, the text. Again, not terrible. And for any of these, you just click in. It shows you, hey, there's 6 offers for this. So I click in. And again, this is another slightly buggy part. It does not always click in right away. Again, not terrible. But here I can see it's on HBO Now with a flat rate and all the things I covered before. One of the things you can also do is search. So let's say I'm looking for a particular show. I'm going to hit it. So I'm going to say I'm looking for Avatar. And then I'm going to search. And it's going to show me all the Avatars. So here you have Avatar the movie, Avatar the cartoon, the other cartoon, the Korra cartoon. And then these have Avatar listed somewhere in their description. So it's not a perfect solution for looking for things on your streaming services, but it's really good. Like, there's been shows that I've seen pop up on this where I'm like, oh, I totally would have forgot about that, or I wouldn't have bothered looking for it. But if I have it, I see it pop up here, I add it to my watch list, I have one consolidated watch list across all the services now, so I can be like, oh, well, what am I in the mood for? I'll come here, check it out, and then, I could say, hey, maybe I want to rent this, I actually want to pay money for it, or I don't, and I find it on a free streaming service. The one caveat that's big, in my opinion, is the app size. They've gotten better. They've had 3 revisions since I've downloaded this app. Originally, it started out with the app size being 153 megabytes, which is ridiculously huge for something like this. In fact, right now, this is the second largest app on my phone. The only other bigger one is Fruit Ninja right now because of all the saved data there. But look, the app itself is 71 megabytes now, but total, because of the data, those pictures and things that I have in my watch list, it's up to 225 megabytes. In my opinion, I really think they could streamline it a little more and shrink the size of the app, but it's only a small caveat to being able to have universal search across all of these different services. It makes my life a heck of a lot easier, and I think, you probably too, if you have multiple streaming services, will find this useful in some way, shape, or form. So, I have been Wanderer001. This has been the JustWatch app. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below, and thanks for watching.